Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. God, it's been so long and so many years.
So long.
I haven't seen this face in... It's been
84
years. Everyone say hello to Annie. Oh, wait, hold on.
Come catch Waba live, only on Twitch.
I want to see what madness we get up first. It's a Subnautica clip.
It's Pikachu!
Oh no.
Pikachu!
Fucking hate it here. Freaking game. That was like pure panic. And the bad part is going back and watching that clip. I saw it down in the corner and I'm like, I am blind. I am blind. Like it was right there. And
That's
then
what
it just
we have
swam
glasses
around.
And you couldn't hit it. It was
Nope,
some sort of fish.
No, my aim, like the one bad thing about me is my aim is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That's what aim assist is for. So, welcome in.
Thank
How's
you
it
for
going?
having me.
Thank you for being here once again.
It's going. It's going. I did an impulse ADHD decision like 2 hours before stream and dyed my hair gray. So
Is that what's going on?
yeah, that's what's going on. My hair is like halfway wet. I tried to dry it before stream and it was just like, no, it's not.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
great.
digging the gray hair.
It's very becoming. You look wise.
Thank you. Wise beyond my days.
Wise beyond your days. So welcome in. Feel free to tell us about yourself, who you is. Never met you before.
New
Hi, I'm a new
podcast.
streamer.
What is this? Hi guys, I'm Animagus Arts. I'm a variety streamer. I do literally a little bit of everything because I can't make up my mind. And
Correct decisions.
Yeah, pretty much. I am the queen of bad decisions and the keeper of shitty dad jokes and cute dogs. So yeah, pretty much it. Like I've literally played a lot of stuff like Legend of Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, like Dark Souls. Everything.
Get good souls.
Oh god. I was playing it like 2 weeks ago and I got stuck on the same boss for 4 hours. Like 4-hour
Excellent.
block of one fight.
Good. As a proper streamer should.
Yeah.
And then you found out the fight has a phase 2.
I like literally forgot the simplest way I could have fought it. Like I have this bad habit of taking a route and then finding out that there was an easier way to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. Every
There
single
always
time.
is.
Yep.
It always happens.
I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn and you're supposed to use a bow the whole time. Nope, I'm using my spear because I can't aim. And they're like, it's easier if you use your bow, and I'm like, shut up. Shut up. Let me do my thing.
I'll stab it in the eyeball.
Exactly. And even like my husband says that. He's like, you make everything 10 times harder for yourself. You know that? And I'm like, shut up. Just let me do my thing.
Is streaming something you made 10 times harder than for yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like the first year of streaming is meant for like those mistakes and figuring out that like what you're doing could be 10 times easier if you do something else. Like it's been a journey. Like this, I've been streaming since October of 2020 and it's just one lesson after the other. So yeah.
I'm gonna ask the last question first. What's the most important lesson you've learned while streaming?
So the most important thing I've learned is literally the first thing that they tell you is be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say this is because for a long time I was listening to what other people was what they were telling me. They were like, "Oh, you're so like comfy. I'm comfortable in your stream, and like I could just chill." So I like took that image, and I'm like, "Okay, comfy streamer. I gotta like envelop this whole comfy vibe," and I took it to like as far as I could take it, and then I
Like an
realized
extreme.
that I was not happy. I'm not like I'm a safe space to be in, but I'm also like
Sure.
a little chaotic. And I limited myself by thinking and listening that, oh, you're comfy, you're cozy. And I'm like, but I listened to literally like rock music, and I felt like I couldn't have that on my stream because it wasn't cozy. And then like I would play cozy-ish games, so like I was playing Breath of the Wild and like taking it easy and just exploring because I'm like, oh, comfy. But now I'm like, I want to get my ass handed to me in Dark Souls. I want to like make things a challenge. I don't want to be comfy. I don't want to be cozy. I want to do different things. And it took literally up until I want to say December for me to finally like realize that
It's wild.
it's okay to not listen to everybody and just do your own thing.
Do you want me to
So-
drop another like pearl on you as well? Like maybe
Absolutely.
this might shatter your whole world perception.
Do it, shatter it.
People can find coziness in a chaotic stream
Mm-hmm. That was
because that's my brand as well. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
chaotic cozy somehow. You
Yeah.
know, like shit happens. I make voices all the time. Crazy shit happens on the stream, on the screen.
yeah.
And it's just like everything blows up and is loud and in your face, and I'm in your face. And now I'm coming in.
Yeah. I
I'm
did
gonna
like
tell you to take fucking care of yourself. You better, I swear to God, chat, this is your wake up call. Drink some water. Drink some fucking water, eat something. Alright, goodbye.
not me
Now we're
over
back
here
to
with
calm. Center.
nice little sugary go-go juice.
Recenter ourselves as we take the breath in.
But no, I didn't realize that until like it was another streamer's stream I was in, and
Yeah.
they were going on this rant about the same thing, how like people expected them to be one way and they didn't want to be that way. Like
Yep.
they had put themselves in this bubble of being like family friendly, and she was like, if I want to say fuck, are you guys gonna get mad? And we were all like, no.
No.
Like, no, you're a grown ass human being. Like,
Right.
do you. We are here for you. If that's how you are, be that way. And it like that clicked in my head. So I did like a complete overhaul of everything. Like I spent an entire day at my desk and I did a completely different look to my stream, and ever since then I have gotten nothing but compliments, and people are like, you seem so much more comfortable, you seem so much happier, your streams are so much better, and it's just a whole good time. And I'm like, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes, it makes me happy, and that I finally learned that lesson, because there are some people that I see that are still trying to learn that lesson, and
Yeah, it's true.
it's like you gotta let them ride their own wave. You could tell them until you're blue in the face, but until they realize it for themselves, like there's not much you could do.
I mean, that's how it is in most everything, you know, when giving advice to folks. You can't give advice to people who won't listen,
Yeah.
and you can't help a person who's not willing to be helped,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because, you know, for some people find comfort in being in bad situations, which sounds so weird and so backwards, because it's like, well, why wouldn't they want to do everything in their power to get out of that bad situation?
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe they feel like there's, it's kind of like the dog trapped in the cage, and you open the cage, he doesn't want to get out because he thinks he's just going to get trapped in there anyway or get shocked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the learned helplessness is fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you can't give advice and you can't offer help to someone who's not willing to even see that the door is open for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I think part of it is also like a fear, because it's like you've been doing things one way and
Right,
then
and it's just like, oh god, well, if I'm doing something new, that's anxiety inducing. Like, how
yeah,
the fuck
and
am I gonna do that? And I'm like, the thing that you're talking about doing and that you're anxiety induced about is doing what you want to do and having fun with it. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And it's like it's liberating. When
absolutely.
I did the entire overhaul, I was so excited to show people. Like I was in my Discord, like, guys, I have something to show you. I was all over Twitter and like in VCs with my friends. I'm like, guys, like I cannot wait to show you. And then everyone was like, this is amazing and you did such a good job. And I'm like, thank you guys for like sticking it out with me, one, and then pushing me. Like, I can't tell you how many times I like panic called one of my mods and I'm like, is this the right decision? And they're just like, shut the fuck up and just do it. And I'm like,
are you
okay.
happy with it?
Yeah, so like I don't know if he's in here, but like shout out to A-Lig, huge fucking help
Straight
in
up.
like beating it in my head to do the thing. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
So that's how streaming affected your mental health, which is just like you had that kind of like identity crisis.
Yeah, yeah, it's, and there was like other things that have happened that have like affected my mental health that like I had to take a step back from and take a different look into things, because I had people telling me that like I was pouring too much of myself into my friends and, you know, focusing on everybody else's shit more or less instead of focusing on myself, and it was burning me out. So like you know, I wanted to be a mod for all of my friends and I wanted to be there and help them out and like be their ear and like somebody they could lean on. And I had to take a huge step back. I dropped a couple of channels that I was like, hey, I cannot do this anymore. Like I have to just go back to normal and not mod anymore. It's too much between like working full time and then my own growth and making sure I'm doing things right on my end and then having to focus on your stuff as well. Like it's too much. And some people took that really well and some people were like, yeah, I get it. Like, you focus on you.
Right.
And then other people were like, all right, bye. And I'm like,
damn.
All right then, that's cool. Deuces.
Clearly they had a stick up their ass, I guess.
Right, it's like, all right, that's fine by me. I mean, if you only viewed me as someone that could help you out but not help myself out, like, bye. I don't want you around.
Yeah, that's just gross.
I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be in whatever community you're building. Like, it's not conducive for me to be in. And I've had the people that I like still stick around for, they're like, you seem more relaxed. And I'm like, because I am. I have time to focus on my own stuff now. And it's so nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And the funny thing is that as soon as you start concentrating and focusing on taking care of yourself and improving yourself, everything else gets better because of that. Your interactions with other people, your content, you know, your relationships with friends, family, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever. Everything just like does get better. And it's really hard sometimes to convince people of that, but it does. Like, just taking more time for yourself is never a bad thing. Setting a boundary is never a bad thing as well. Like, straight up.
Yeah, because like I had a couple of my friends, you know, they sat me down back in, I would say like November, and they were like, you were like cornering yourself and you need to branch out, but to branch out you need to pull back from where you're at and like pull back from the people that you're giving all of yourself into. And ever since that I did that, ever since I took a step back, I have met so many amazing people. I have made so many new friends, and I am experiencing things that I wouldn't have if I stayed in my little corner, in my little bubble, and, my little shelter. And it makes me sad in a way that the thought of I might have missed out on certain things and missed out on certain people if I didn't take that step.
God, FOMO is real, but like
Yeah.
the other thing is like, it was in a really weird way, it kind of helped you to like out shitty people and communities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you say to someone that you've been there for a while, it's just like, hey, I need to take some time for me. Life and mental health is getting the best of me and I need time for me, so I'm probably not going to be around too much.
Yeah.
Like if someone responds with anything other than just like, hey, take the time for you, totally understand, it's life. If they respond in any kind of negative way, like, wow.
Yeah, and some people, like, when I told them, they responded and they were like, look, if you need to take the time for yourself, like, take the time for yourself. Our doors are open whenever you're ready to come back, if you're ready to come back. Like, we love you, we accept you, but we get it that, like, shit happens, life happens, and I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely.
But then again, like, there are the other people that I dropped and I haven't been back because they were just like, all right, bye. Because it's like, in my head, it's like if one of my friends or one of my mods said, I need to take a step back from life and things and, it's just too much.
I would be like, hey, my DMs are open. Like,
right.
Let's talk about this if you want to.
I'd
like,
be
I'm
checking
here for you.
in on them. I'd be like, hey, are you good? Like, I just want to make sure you're okay. If you don't want to talk about it, just give me, yeah, I'm good. And I'll be like, all right, perfect. That's all I need to hear. But there's some people I literally, like, haven't heard from. And I'm like, I tell you that life is overwhelming and you're supposed to be one of my friends. Yeah. But it's crickets.
I mean, I know that happened to some other people as well. Where it was just like a shitty situation of like they left a community and then, they got busy with their own content stuff. And then, because they got busy, their friends were annoyed at them because they're like, hey, I don't see you on my streams anymore. And they're like, yeah, because I got busy. And they're like, oh, well, I thought like we were friends or whatever. It was like really weird relationship of like pretending to like I'm only your friend if I'm watching your content. Like, what? It's silly.
Yeah. And it's like, it's almost like, well, it actually is like some people, if they can't benefit from you, you're useless to them. If they can't get something from you that'll help them, you're useless. They don't care.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Completely toxic. It does suck. But,
yeah.
Back to you.
Yeah.
How has your I'm just trying to keep going back to the same question. Which is, how else did mental health affect your content and vice versa? Like, did you take breaks? What did those breaks look like? What kind of work did you do for yourself? Like, what work did you put in so that you could get to where you are right now?
So as far as breaks, I am notorious for taking breaks when I need them. Like, yeah, I've had some people, I stream 6 days a week on average, and they're like, are you going to get burnt out? And I'm like, no, because if I'm not feeling entertaining or if I'm not feeling up to it, I will not go live. I will take the night for myself. I might sit in Discord and hang out with people there, but if I'm not feeling entertaining, I'm taking the day for myself. Because if I can't put 110% of myself into my content, I'm not doing it. I'm not. And it's something that like a lot of people need to learn, that if you're not feeling your best self, your community is going to see that you're not your best self, and then they're going to get worried, and then they're going to ask questions.
It's true.
Or any new person that could potentially come in, they're going to be like, wow, this is weird because this person isn't, doing XYZ. And in terms of like growth in content, and you know, that's what a lot of us are up here for. We want to grow our platforms. We want to make content. We want to make friends. We want to make something of this. So like, if you can't put 110% of yourself into it, why are you doing it? Just take a day. It's fine. And if you need more than a day because life just
take it.
Sucks, take it. Take it. I've taken 2 weeks off of streaming once, and I'll tell you, I was terrified because at that time I was streaming to maybe 4 or 5 people. I was terrified those 4 or 5 people were going to find someone else to watch and they weren't going to come back. And I still get that way, but it's like, it's kind of like a repeating thing in my head. It's like, okay, well, if they don't come back, then that's fine. That means I wasn't the right one for them, and that's okay. They can find the one that is right for them, and it can be a perfect match. But if someone's gonna be mad that I'm taking time for myself, fuck off. Like, I don't want you around if you're not gonna be happy that I'm taking care of myself. Because at the end of the day, I work 45 hours a week. I come home, I take care of a household, and then I stream 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours at a time. Like,
that's wild to me. As well, because like I'm someone who's like home a lot, but like tired. I stream 4 days a week, and that's a lot for me.
I'm the type of person, I always have to be doing something. If I am sitting down doing nothing, I will drive myself insane. I've always been that way.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah, like even in college, I was doing 2 part-time jobs, 2 internships, 2 degree programs all at once. I could not sit still. And it scared the shit out of my husband because he's like, are you good? You fine? And I'm like, yeah, I got 1 day off a week. It's okay. I'll be okay. But... And I mean, that's just the way I
Pushes
am.
the doubt button.
Press X to doubt.
Pressing X to doubt.
But it's just, I've always been the go person, even when I was a little kid. Like, I couldn't sit still. I couldn't shut the fuck up. I was always wanting to do something, whether that be like go outside and play with my friends or be on a sports team.
It's fine. That's very befitting of streaming. Just don't never shut the fuck up.
Right? Oh my god, that is like the biggest thing that has helped me. Because I'll talk to my friends and they're like, I get so quiet, I don't know what to say. And I'm like, literally anything. You could be sitting next to a window and be like, wow, I see a bird outside. Look at that bird, it's red. And that could spark somebody to be like, oh, I love birds. Like, talk to me.
Hey chat, any bird lovers in the chat right now?
Any bird lovers? I got a window back there.
Birds?
But like, seriously,
I like me some birds.
You never know who is in.
That's true.
Just watching.
Just listening.
Yeah. Like, even right now, you know, somebody could love birds in there and they're just like, oh, maybe I should say something. Which,
I do love birds, and you can go ahead and say something right now.
Hi, I promise I will talk to you about birds. I don't know a lot about birds, but I will listen and talk. But blue jays are really pretty.
Aren't blue jays assholes?
That I don't know, but I know
Aren't
that they're
blue jays
really
the ones that steal other birds' eggs and eat their young?
Do they?
I'm fairly certain.
Oh no.
It's one of them. It's either blue jays or robins.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like, they're absolute butts. Yeah, someone look it up. Google it. Listen, I can't pull up Google right now. Just literally Google up. Just like literally look up blue jays assholes. Wait, hold
that
on.
might be like a really
wait,
weird
hold on.
thing
Wait,
to-
hold on. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Wait.
The word are blue jays assholes in front of that.
Are blue jays assholes. I just told my chat to look at bird butts.
See, look, you talk about anything and look where it took us. Oh my god, but no, like, that's one of like the biggest things I hear people, I don't know what to talk about. I'm like, literally talk about anything. Ooh, what did Jeremy
They're
say?
fierce protectors of their nests and food sources. Blue jays are one of the bird species that have unfair preconceptions about something or other, but they have a reputation for being aggressive. There you go.
Huh. Learn something new every day.
They'll pick out all the other birds' nests and be like, no, you can't nest here.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Yeah, this is my nest.
Fuck you, this is my territory.
Oh my god. Who would have thought Blue Jays are assholes?
Blue jays are venture capitalists, confirmed.
Oh my god. That is amazing. Holy shit.
Love it.
But then you wind up, what were we talking about?
Mental health.
Mental health.
Mental health.
Oh.
And content creation. Mental health and content creation. What do you know about mental health and content creation as it pertains to you, your content, and what you've done and what you've experienced? How was your first year? You said your first year was very experimental for yourself.
Yeah.
What was
My
your
first-
like mindsets going through all that?
So I started out with the mindset I think a lot of people start out with, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna press play or go live and play video games, and if people watch me, then they watch me.
Correct.
And at first, I was like, I'm not gonna put a lot of effort into it because, like, I see people that they try to make this their full-time job and they need to put all that effort into it, and that's fine. It's valid. I don't need to do that because I have a full-time job. So for me, this started out really as a hobby. You know, it was COVID times. I wasn't hanging out with my friends. I was sitting in my house day in and day out because working from home, and I was lonely because my husband was still going to work. He had to go to work.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I never had friends that played video games like I did. You know, the most that I had a friend play was freaking backyard sports. That was it. Pablo Sanchez for the win. But I never really had someone to talk about like Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda or Kingdom Hearts or literally any other franchise that I enjoy. You know, Pokemon, nothing. Because my brothers are 4 and 7 years older than me, so I was quite literally the annoying little sister to them. They never wanted to hang around.
Right.
So when I started streaming, I was like, the most that can come of this is that I make some friends, and
Sure.
I could hang out with them online, and I could talk with them if I need to talk to somebody. And I have found some of my best friends on this freaking app. And I am very fortunate enough that one of them lives 30 minutes away from me, and we can actually hang out in real life. Like,
That's awesome.
it's amazing. Oh my god, like, we have hung out a couple times now. I gave them my phone number, and I'm like, let's grab lunch, let's go shopping, let's
Hell
do
yeah.
this and that. Like, we're planning on going to amusement parks over the summer. Like, quickly,
Nice.
they have become one of, like, my biggest supporters, and I'm one of their biggest supporters. I can call them anytime, and I'm like, hey, I need help, or I need someone to talk to, or, you know, they can do the same for me. You know, they called me earlier today. They were like, I'm in my head, and I'm just like, well, get out of your head. You're fantastic. Also, how can I help? But
It's really amazing of you as well, you know?
it's been so great meeting people that I can relate to, and like, we can all literally sit in a VC and we could be playing different games and just hanging out, and it's still, you have that connection with somebody.
It's very nice.
It's so nice. But like, in my first year, even in finding those friends, I have also found people that were very manipulative.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm not about to sit here and like talk bad about any other streamer up here, because it's not who I am.
I only talk bad about one, but they don't stream anymore.
Like, I can talk about my experiences with them,
Sure.
but like, just, you know, they helped me reach affiliate.
Yeah.
And they introduced me to a whole bunch of people that I now consider my friends, but
That's true.
it got to a point where, every time I would hop into their stream, they'd be like, oh, I helped this person reach affiliate. I could do the same for you.
We're talking about North Pooper, right?
No.
No?
But from that community.
Wow.
From
That's
that
wild.
same community. I almost got drug into that shit.
Yeah, New Stripper was a drug, man.
Yeah, like the person, like I found the person that I'm talking about. They were playing, I think, The Evil Within. I think that's when I found them.
I have no idea who this is then.
Yeah,
I'm not a name dropper usually.
Yeah, no, that's the only name that I would drop is that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
everybody knows
sociopath,
right? But like this person introduced me to them. They were like, "Oh, you should get to know him. He's helped me out, and he could help you out and introduce you to so many people." So I hopped into their stream, and I immediately got a bad vibe, like icky vibe, and I'm just like, "No, no." I'm going to quietly exit, and then I gave them another shot. I was like, you know what? Maybe I was too harsh. Because I only stuck around for like 15 minutes. So it's like, maybe I was too harsh. Let me hop in on a different day.
Trust your gut.
Yeah. Like I hopped in on a different day when they were playing something else. And I was just like, nope, still got the bad feeling. I am literally never coming back here. So I hit unfollow. I was like, no, absolutely not. But I still kept in touch with everybody else that I was introduced to. But I thought that the person that introduced me to North Trooper was my friend, and he even called me his family, and he was like, I see you as one of my closest friends, and you are family to me, and I sat there and believed it until I noticed that whenever I'd pop in, they would immediately mention how they got me to affiliate, and then they I would be the one always initiating conversation with them. And it would be very, very minimal conversation back. Yeah. And then I was like, I am sitting here supporting you, spreading your stream everywhere I can think of, telling all of my friends, hey, get to know this person. They helped me out so much. They're great. But are they really great?
Friendship should never be transactional is the fucking moral of the story, by the way. Sorry to skip ahead, but yeah.
Right. So I am the type of person, I quietly step away. I don't make a big scene, and because I hate confrontation.
Yeah.
I don't have the time for it. I don't have
prefer that, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's just better.
Yeah, just quietly step away. It takes a lot out of me, it takes a lot out of the other person. It's this big drama that I just don't have time for.
Yeah.
I don't want to have time for it. So I quietly stepped back. And I never heard from them again. And I'm like, well, that shows how much I really meant to you. Because if someone that I said was family to me stepped away, I'd be like, hey, are we good? Are we fine? What's going on? So, yeah, took that first year to weed out the people that were just there for transactional friendships and not true friendships. Yeah. But now I have a group of people that I literally talk to every day, and it's about dumb things. They'll message me and they're like, how many times have you eaten hibachi this week? And I'm like, don't judge me, but 4 times. And they're like,
I'm not judging Christ, you, I'm jealous. What the fuck?
Look, I literally eat ungodly amounts of hibachi. Even I had it for lunch today, and one of them was like, what'd you have for lunch today?
How can you afford this?
Credit cards. Bad decision. Very bad decision.
Yeah, bad decision.
But
bad decision, but valid, I suppose. All the same.
Yeah. It's just
is good.
I was explaining it to them today. So my husband works 12 to 13-hour shifts a day. I am home by myself. The amount of effort that it would take to pull something out, defrost it, cut it into a portion that I need, then cook it, then I got all the dishes I need to wash. It's a lot. I'm just gonna DoorDash. I will take me. And
I
just
DoorDash today because I
yeah.
have this long stream. I have to feed my cat, I think.
Mhm.
He's pawing
Go-
at me. So I'll be right
go
back.
get
You
your
keep
money.
talking.
Mhm.
Catch me up
Yeah.
out later.
All right. But yeah, moral of the story, guys. Don't use credit cards to DoorDash every single day, because that's what I do. But Waba should sleep after. Yeah, Waba's been going all day. Waba should definitely grab some sleep after this. I'm glad you're still hanging out, Jeremy. I'm glad. Also, you are a sweetheart. Thank you for your kind words earlier. I really, really appreciate it. But since we were talking about food, guys, what did y'all have for lunch today? Have you eaten? Have you drank water? I don't own a credit card. I never will. I only have a credit card. Like, okay, so I technically have 3. One of them was to get me through college that I'm still paying down that I don't use. Like, I just store it somewhere else. One of them is store specific, and it's for like all of my stream stuff. So it's Best Buy credit card. And then the third one is for like food and gas only. It's not, I don't like go out on spending sprees and, you know, spend all the money. So like, I'm fairly responsible. But I still, if I want food, I'm getting food. But I'm trying to buy a house next year. So like, I need to have something on my credit report that shows that I'm somewhat responsible with money. I had chicken, rice, and veggies for lunch, and then leftover chicken, rice, and veggies for dinner. Let's go, let's go. That actually sounds pretty freaking good. What veggies? I do love me some good, like, air-fried cauliflower. I had that, like, last week with some chicken and quinoa. It was really, really good. Let's see. My wife had her surprise baby sprinkle today, so I ate most of the food provided by my sister-in-law. Tasty sandwiches. Ooh, good. We love us a good sandwich. We really do. I personally go for like a BLT. Good BLT or a good grilled cheese. That's really, really, really good. Frozen mixed veggies like carrots, corn, peas, and green beans. Ooh, that's always like a solid like veggie choice. It's just mixed vegetables. Air fried cauliflower sounds good. I love air fried cauliflower. I love it. Love it.
I love lemon pepper chicken, mac and cheese,
Oh.
yes. Cubanos and
Gimme.
Italian sandwiches, yes.
Yes. Gimme. Gimme. I actually have mac and cheese downstairs. That might be my lunch tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds really
I see that face. I see that snacky face.
Look, no, it's actually like a staple food for my husband and I, because when we started dating when we were teenagers, so we were broke, and all we could really like afford to cook for each other was like mac and cheese and hot dogs. We would
Baked
throw
mac
hot
and
dogs
cheese
in
and
there.
hot dogs.
Oh yes, so like that is now.
Yeah,
like,
it's comfort food.
He'll wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he'll just like lean over and he's like, "Do you want some mac and cheese and hot dogs?" And I'm like, "Full send, let's go."
I would love nothing less.
Like, it's, oh god. The other day I was laying in bed sick and he made mac and cheese and hot dogs and he was like, "I made you food."
That's so sweet.
Yeah, he's a sweetie. Big
Food
sweetie.
is
But
good.
yeah.
I have to remind Frankie to eat and remind Frankie that food is a thing that they need to have and that they like.
Yes, food is very, very important.
You know what, Ribbon? You're an adult and you can go out and go buy dinosaur chicken nuggets.
I support
nuggies
this
right now.
I support this wholeheartedly.
Go get them.
Yes.
Make your memes. Don't let your memes be dreams. Frankie and I are same energy. Yeah, because Frankie will like forget to eat. That's like the ADHD in them. They'll just literally forget to eat, and then they'll come home and be like, you know, I just realized the only thing I ate today was like that breakfast or whatever, like coffee and like a bagel sandwich.
Yeah,
So like when they get home, I'm gonna offer them my chicken sandwich and be like, do you want this?
I'm the same way, because like, so the antidepressants that I'm on are also like a hunger suppressant. So like I'll eat a small cup of yogurt.
May I ask what you're on?
I'm on Wellbutrin.
Yes, Wellbutrin is so they prescribe it not only for depression and anxiety, but also for quitting smoking. So it suppresses your cravings usually,
Mhm.
so it can help with
Yeah.
that. You are so loud, sir.
Yeah, so like I'll usually have like a cup of like a little cup of Greek yogurt in the morning, and then I usually won't eat lunch, and then I'll get home and I'm like, oh, I've only had a cup of yogurt today. I should probably eat something.
That's true. You should eat. You should consistently eat throughout the day, or you
Yeah.
know, a couple meals or sneaky
Yeah,
snacks.
I should.
Sneaky snacks.
I try not to keep snacks in my house because I will literally eat nothing but a whole bag of chips. Like I will sit in this chair with the big bag of chips right here, and I'm just like, hand in.
Are you the eating chips meme?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. That is me 110%.
I just forget to eat because my brain is like, I done. I don't
Sometimes-
need it.
Sometimes
I don't
I'm
need
just
it.
like, that's a lot of effort. I like because I also live in a
Literally,
two-story
Frankie's
house.
brain is just like, that's a lot of work. Eating's a lot of work for him as well. Because it's just like it's a lot of mechanical energy in their
Yeah.
jaw. And they're like, I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat because it's work.
Yeah, I was
definitely
awake.
the same doing.
I was awake at like 2 a.m. and I was like, I was hungry. My stomach was growling, but I was like, I do not want to get up out of bed, go downstairs, and find something to snack on. I don't want to do it.
I have a question.
Um,
Since you stream so often on Twitch, has Twitch actually helped you, and has your community helped you with doing self-care things?
Yes,
Because
because
that's something my community has helped me with, honestly.
yes, because I will get a message from Alig every morning, and he's like, "How are you? Are you good? How's work going? Is there anything you need to vent about? Are you having a good week?" Like he checks in with me every morning, every single morning, and
That's so sweet.
I'm so grateful for that. I absolutely adore Alig. He is literally the best. But then I've also just in being on Twitch and experiencing other people's communities, I've seen people like one specific server I'm in. She has a channel where you can vent in and a channel where you can tell us something good that happened. And I was like, I love the idea of both of those because
Hell yeah.
it gives people a space to just like yell into the void.
Yeah.
And if they want responses, they will get responses. And it's actually been like really helpful. It's one of like my most used channels. And you know, the other one, I think it's called like Good Vibes in my channel. It gives somebody a space to be proud of their accomplishments and brag. Like I
Share your
want people
wins.
to brag. Like
Yeah.
tell me your wins. Let me celebrate them with you. I will be hype as fuck over them. I don't even care how big or small they are. Like, you went a day without drinking a soda. Fuck yeah, let's go. Like, let's do the thing.
I
But
feel
like, I
bad
also...
for Nero because
I-
he's getting shaken, not stirred. My leg is bouncing.
Oh, that's adorable. But I also, like, I have a private channel where it's invite only because
Right.
if somebody doesn't want the help yet and they just, like, you know, don't want that community, I guess, you know, they want to do things on their own, that's fine. But I call it the struggle bus, and it's like if you have something specific that you're trying to work on, that's an area where we can all just check in with each other and see how we're doing with our progress and our accomplishments. So like some people have used it for wanting to quit smoking, some people have used it for wanting to quit, like me myself, even though I was just drinking a soda today, I have used it in the past to try and stop drinking soda, which is now why I've moved on to this. But, you know, somebody wanted to use it for stop binging on sweets. And I'm like, okay. Like, that literally, we can use this channel to check in with each other, push each other along, and, like, know that we are not alone in whatever
Absolutely.
we're trying to kick or improve on or whatever. So
that.
it's nice to have those spaces available for not only myself to use, but like everybody in my community to use.
I'm trying not to use this as tempting myself to make more channels. because I've already skimmed down my Discord so much.
Mhm.
I'm happy
Yeah,
with it. But I
need to
always
do that.
actively encourage people to share their wins and tell us about their progress with stuff,
Yeah.
because I'm big focused on, like, you know, family of support to get you through everything in life, you know,
Yeah.
from start to
Yeah.
finish, and watching each other's journeys is kind of a cool experience, and sharing that. It's awesome.
Yeah. I have them like as their own separate channels because like I also if somebody wants to avoid bad things, like they themselves are having a bad day,
No, yeah, for sure.
it
I have
stays
I have
out of
like mental
general
health.
and
I have a mental health vent and a mental health, like, general check-in and memes. So, like, the less kind of like potentially like triggering stuff goes in mental health general, and the more like potentially triggering stuff goes in vent. And I tell
Yeah.
people, like, also, like, feel free to indicate if you don't want any response to this, because that's okay too. If you just want to get it out there, that's fine.
Yeah, and I've even I've talked about this with another streamer, but they were looking into a bot that could potentially like add anonymous messages. That way, if someone still wants to vent about something, but they don't necessarily want to know that it's them, you know, they have a tool to use, which I've considered
interesting.
it. Yeah, I've tested it out because I have like a separate server where I test out all of my other things to
Yep,
make sure it
same.
works. I haven't fully implemented it yet. I'm still like going back and forth whether or not I should, because one, I don't want another bot to clog up my channel. Like I just don't.
Right. I mean, what you could do, just technicality wise, is you could just allow that bot only to be used in that channel.
Yeah, that's how I have some of my bots set up, because like I have ones that, you know, if you want to hear like a dad joke, because
Sure.
I love dad jokes, it's restricted to one channel, so it's not like bogging up general. But I also have like a question of the day that only goes into general. So
Sure.
yeah, I just, you know, I think I have like 5 bots already in my channel, and I'm like, do I want to add another one?
I have a lot of bots on my Discord, so.
Yeah, I'm more of the less is better, because that's less that I have to try
I
and
agree.
set up, and
I agree.
yeah. So
Unless it
I'm
conflicts
going
with each
back
other
and
as
forth.
well.
Yeah, I might still implement it. I might just say fuck it, I'm gonna do it, but I might also like leave it up to my community. Like I might just ask them like, would it be useful? Would you want one? If not, then I won't add it. But if you do, like, let me know and I will add it.
Right.
Because I try to consult with them regarding things a lot. Like Wednesdays I have it to where I play games that they want to see. So like I'll put a list of games and everybody votes for one, and I'm like, y'all tell me what you want to see. Because I'm here for them. I'm not here for me. I'm here for them. They're the ones that keep me going. And if they weren't around, I probably wouldn't be doing this.
It's awesome.
Yeah, like I'm proud of the community that I've cultivated, and I've even had some people tell me that like they feel safe with sharing things with me, and I'm like, that's, to me, that's amazing that you find me that trustworthy and you have that much faith in me as a human, that you can come to me when you are having trouble and you can talk to me. And you know, I will either tell you, here's some resources, I am not equipped to handle this, I will be your listening ear, but like they are better suited. Or if it's something that like I have experienced and I could just be like, hey, I know what you're going through, I can help you as best as I can, and if you still want the resources, I have the resources handy.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really important to make those boundaries for yourself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because like I do find myself having to draw more boundaries. Just because some people are, I'm not saying this as a bad thing, but they don't realize that they're crossing a boundary, and it may be due to some type of, like, if they are on the spectrum, or you know, they just don't realize it, and that's fine.
Right. And I get it, and I understand it, and like we have a large portion of our community is autistic, you know, and that's fine. And I get it, but
Yeah.
that's why I kind of like try to teach people to try to like read the room first.
Yeah,
Before they come in,
that's
especially like during Mental Health Monday talks or like these kind of interviews and stuff. It's just like I'm not going to be as attentive to the chat. I'm just not.
yeah.
And this might not be the time, to talk about stuff. Like normally I would invite that kind of conversation. But right now I'm gonna defer to say, talk about it in the Discord or wait until tomorrow. Like we'll be chilling
Yeah.
tomorrow. Like I hate to say that, but like yeah.
Yeah, I try to direct all conversations like that back to my Discord. Just because in my mind it's like I don't know, like I'm not a mental health streamer. I will never say I'm a mental health streamer because I don't want to invite people to come in and trauma dump, so to speak, or think that gives them a pass. Because
I
for
understand.
me, it's like I don't know who's lurking in my chat.
Yeah, and like again, like I'll say as far as like we go, because like I don't really want people to like dump absolutely like super detailed trauma stuff. I want people to be able to talk about like stuff that's going on with them, but like not to extent, like hopefully not to an extent that it triggers people, but I understand that it might trigger someone. So I go on an open talk space, and I am a mental health streamer. But like and while I might be equipped to like help with the situation, I'm usually going to defer to both like a community effort. This is peer support, right? And it's not a substitute for therapy, and reaching out and getting also professional help about it. Like, oh, I'm really struggling about that. I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about like know that we're here for you, and we love and support you. But there's all the other resources as well. So it's definitely a tricky balancing act. Because I don't want someone to feel like rejected necessarily from being here and feeling like they can talk about something, like, because they definitely can. I just ask people to try to be mindful, but I also ask like, hey, if something comes up and it triggers you, just go. It's okay. Like, I understand. I get it.
Yeah, I have that same rule too. Like it's a read
Boundaries.
the room type
literally
situation. Like be mindful that some things that you say can trigger somebody, whether that be myself or it's someone that may be lurking, because like I there have been times where I've been lurking in chat and somebody said something that's completely like irritated me or like made me mad or made me upset, and I then like I retreat even more.
Yeah, my read the room is really directed at like timing someone out. Oh, we don't really do that too much, but we probably should.
Yeah.
But like that feels mean too, So it's rough.
Yeah.
Or we have like not now as well, of just like, hey, like this is awesome and we love you, but like I'm not really in a spot to discuss this right now.
Yeah. So I try to divert everything back to my Discord, because like I say that my Discord DMs are open. As of right now, they are open to everybody in my community, and I don't want to ever change that because I don't want somebody in my community to feel rejected.
Don't want to have to change that.
Yeah, but there may come a time where I'm gonna have to change that, and it'll only be for my mental health, because I won't be able to handle it. If I have like 5 or 6 messages of everybody like just telling me the bad things, and I'm the type of person that like if you send me a message and I see it, I can't not respond immediately. Like I it's in my head that I'm like, oh, they're gonna think I'm ignoring them, and then they're gonna think that I don't want to listen to what's going on. It's like in my head I panic and I'm like, okay, I have to respond like right that minute. When in reality, I can wait until later, but I know I'm that way, that I'm like,
that completely.
I have to respond immediately, and yeah, I never want anyone to feel rejected in my community, especially not by me.
It's rough, but like you do have to set the boundary and you have to be consistent with it.
Yeah. So like there is something that I'm gonna be looking into probably tomorrow to see if I can set it up to where like my DMs are still open, but like it'll filter messages and I can respond when I have the capacity to do so.
I don't know how to do that, but thank you very much for talking with us tonight, though. All the same.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Appreciate
anytime. Literally anytime.
Appreciate you a lot.
Yeah.
This is Animagus Arts, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Hi. All right. Thank you. Seriously.
Of course.
Sorry to cut
yeah.
you short, but yeah.
No, you are fine. You're fine. I know we had an hour, so
I'm also super tired. It's been 8.5 hours and I'm fading fast here.
go get sleep. You
Yeah.
go take care of yourself.
I'm probably literally gonna crash in the bed, I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Come catch Waba live only on Twitch.
So that was Animagus.